What is up, everybody? It's your boy Ren, and we're back with another episode of Xbox Game Pass in Review, your first look at the latest and greatest on the Xbox Game Pass network. Now, funny story about this one, actually. I did have this episode already recorded and done, but when I went to go edit this, a funny thing happened, is I noticed that this game's music basically overlapped everything. It was so loud that you couldn't hear me, like, at all. Now, I have messed around with some of these settings, and quite literally, this is the lowest it goes, and then there's nothing. And then there's that. Same thing with the sound effects. So I've messed with it a little bit here. I've messed with it in the Twitch settings as well, so hopefully this time it won't be too loud. So if this is still too loud, this is going to be a bit upsetting. So what I have done is that this allowed me a new save file, so that is exactly what we're going to do, is we're going to start over from the very beginning doing this. I have played this a little bit, so I already kind of know what to expect and already have a fairly decent opinion of the game. And I'm gonna leave it stated like that, a fairly decent opinion of the game. And we're just going to go from there, and we're going to talk about it and do the stuff and things. So like last time, which you don't remember, but I do, you have to wait until you can unlock the roguelike and the roguelite features by playing the campaign. Now, luckily, the campaign to get those unlocked isn't very long. We only got to get it to like chapter 5 or 3 or something like that. So it's not like difficult to do. So this game really relies heavily on the merging aspect. So you have to kind of place your guys here, and them together will drop and make new units. So the different units have different specializations, and then they will go on a auto battle against these guys here. So a good rule of thumb that I have realized so far playing this game is that you want some of the stronger guys up front, and as you finish it, they will kind of do this number where they drop. Oh shoot, I'm having to remember some stuff here. So you can rotate them around and do different things like that, and it will change their positioning a little bit. So there is some of that goes on, and they will just merge together and all of that. Now, as you go on, you will get coins that allow you to merge these guys together. And you can kind of see what's coming next, how many turns you have left, how many swaps. You can even do a recon about which enemy units that you're going to be up against. So in this case, it's a melee monster and a ranged monster. Neither one of them are all that good. So it's fine to kind of stack up doing what we're doing here. And that's how we're going to leave it. We want a number of guys. The problem that I had last time is that I was accidentally merging a few too many people. So they were not doing what they needed to be doing. Now I get it, you can kind of swap them in and out of places, and each of these guys has their own little unique features to them. So like these warrior guys, they can hit at angles, which is actually a really cool thing to be able to do. Now I will stop. I don't want the FX there. Nope. Okay. So it won't even let me have access to the other thing yet, but you can upgrade stuff in this game to make it easier. Yeah, see, there we go. There's the upgrades. So now we get better merging stuff. So the 3 warriors will merge into a rogue, which is a little unfortunate because I didn't actually want that to occur. I wanted my soldiers up front, but I don't really get much of a choice. But I do get a few soldiers that will now be in the dropping placements. Now the rogues are cool because they can hit like 2 attacks, but they are typically a little bit weaker as well. So you kind of got to watch out for that. But that is the end of that chapter there. And now we move on to the next chapter. It'll show you how many rounds, so that's how many rounds of encounters you have to go through. Now we do have some more upgrades. We can get the archers, but that's actually not what I want to do. I want to upgrade some of these guys here, and I kind of want to keep it even throughout everybody. But farmers and the blacksmiths are probably the best ones to have upgraded first. Mainly because of the fact that they will be more or less your frontline guys for a while starting out this game. Now we're just kind of getting introduced to the smaller enemy units, which isn't that big of a deal. Here I'm going to go ahead and merge. There's that. I want to merge this to where I have a soldier, which is nice. We'll put a few more of these guys up front. See, I made a mistake. So as soon as you don't have something that fits on the board, it'll go ahead and end your time, but you will get a lot of extra money for doing so. So if you feel confident in your build, you don't actually have to like do anything. You can just kind of let it go on its own, and eventually it'll happen that way. But there are a number of things that you can do here. You can get your preview supply. Adding churns is actually a really big benefit. But for the moment, I'm actually just going to increase my guys. There's no reason to get any extra units or anything like that as of yet. Rogues are probably going to be an investment. Same thing with the blacksmith, because they're the ones that I accidentally end up with a lot more often than others. Like that. So you gotta be careful with what you're doing and how you're going about doing things. So just be aware of that as you're doing. And see, for here, I have a fairly decent front line, but I'm going to go ahead and switch out these guys here. But before the end of the battle, I'm going to need to... Oh, shoot, I didn't have time. But now those guys are going to merge into a rogue, which is not actually what I want them to do, but it is okay. Those guys will churn, rogue. See what I mean? It's very difficult at times to kind of get what you want to get out of it. So just be mindful as you are doing things like that. That's a big problem. And then we'll set you guys there. So hopefully that'll be less of a problem, but still a bit of a problem that is happening. We'll go ahead and move those guys out of the way. That's fine. I think we're going to clear this this chapter easily. Still no problem. It's just an issue of that, you know, they just kind of do as they please when they please to do it. I'm pretty confident with my ability to take out this next area without a whole bunch of extra support troops. Maybe I shouldn't have been, because it seems my guys might be getting their ass kicked. But it seems like it's fine enough to win, so there is that. Alright, this next one is going to be a 5er as well, but this time we will go ahead and upgrade our ability to get archers, and then we will bring those archers up to level. Same thing with the footmen and the farmers. It looks like we spend a lot of money on that kind of stuff, but in reality it's really not that bad. Get the farmers, that makes the blacksmith. It is very easy to accidentally your way into a problem. Especially like how I have done here. I have accidentally myself into a bit of a situation, but it seems like my soldiers are strong enough to overcome that situation. But they are in a much better position now, so there is that. He's going to drop down a little bit, that's fine. Go ahead and make him. We do not want to make that into a blacksmith at the moment, but we can do him to 1. Yeah, it's all about what you can honestly live with as far as this stuff is concerned. Like having the troops and everything like that. I really don't want that to merge just yet. So I'll kind of throw these guys in the back. I'll have one of you back here. Throw you there. And we'll throw another one. Honestly, the more troops you have, generally the better off you are. Yeah, those stun guys suck. Yeah, and you want to be really careful with that, because if you waste too much time in between there, it'll basically just kill whoever is stuck fighting as well as your own guy. So that can be a bit of an issue. Same thing with that. That's an issue as well. It's an issue that we can manage, but it is an issue nonetheless. Throw you in there. Throw you in the back for another rogue. That's fine. We're really not at a risk of them going too far, so... And there's that. But we've basically filled up all of our slots. We'll have a few inadvertent merges at the end of this, which isn't necessarily terrible, but it will become a bit of a problem later. Like, we're going to accidentally merge ourselves a rogue here, which is fine. It's okay. We only have one round left. And we got some 2 soldiers to kind of fill the front lines regardless. So that's okay as well. Shoot. That was not the intended play, but it is what it is, you know? Lots of soldiers. So that's good. And we only have 2 swaps, but as these guys are getting eliminated, it will make it easier for us. We can go ahead and swap in one of these soldiers here, or the footmen, whatever it is we're wanting to call them. And not bad, we still won. So the challenge mode has been unlocked. Yeah, I think we need to get to rank to 5 here. We do have some upgrades that are available. Increases the number of classes on the merging list that it first appears. That would be super helpful, but at the moment, not really something we can viably work towards. So we'll do farmers. There we go. Make that into a knight. Make that into a blacksmith. And that'll get us a second knight. Is that really necessary? Not really. Not specifically for the best, but it isn't terrible. As long as we have them flanking, then these guys can do their job pretty well. Alright. Throw you in the back. You forward. And we get ourselves a rogue here as well. So yeah. So you can kind of see, like, as you level up the units is a lot more important than leveling up, you know, how many you can unlock, I guess. How many units you unlock. Because the more units you unlock, the more likely it is going to be that you're going to inadvertently create something that you didn't actually mean to create. That happens a lot in this game. Switch those up there. Sweet. Good and good. And no inadvertent creation of anything, which is nice. So it's better that if you don't want to merge things, to kind of have them in the back. And that tends to work out really, really well. Yeah, we might lose that rogue. Yep. That's okay. We're halfway through this chapter, and we haven't lost anybody too massive just yet. We got one more here. Okay. I like having the footmen around. They are far better for kind of concentrating attacks. Yep, there goes one of my guys. Yeah, these knockback dudes are ridiculous. I'm losing way too many of those soldiers. Yeah, that was a bit problematic. This is where I'll probably go ahead and pick up a new one. So the archers do pretty well once you have them, but getting them tends to be a bit of a problem on occasion. We might actually be in a situation where we might end up getting wiped fairly soon here. Unless I play my cards very well, because we are losing a large number of troops. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of an issue. Because they're getting healed. Now, those mushrooms won't attack, I don't think. But our guys are going to continue to take massive amounts of damage. And these guys just heal. So I think we might have gotten wiped on this one. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get wiped here. Yep. And that's a wipe. Shoot. Yeah, that didn't actually happen last time. Last time we actually got fairly far into it, but at the same time, we had learned quite a bit. Increases the swap supply, preview supply. Um, we need to increase the rogue, and we'll level up the priest too. I know we haven't seen it out just yet, but it is something that we will need. And unfortunately, we're only going to get the first 3 guys in our stuff. Eventually, we will get more than that. It's a one-on-one fight I don't want. Okay, good. So the more that we unlock, as far as like these guys are concerned, so like if I unlock, you know, I merge a rogue, then I'll have the rogues added to the stuff that I can utilize. So like there. Now we've unlocked the rogue to eventually be in our stuff as we kind of go. And we shouldn't have really lost that dude, but it is what it is. Let's get these guys set up a little bit. Farmers out in the front. We're gonna put these guys in the back because we don't want to accidentally ourselves into a bit of a situation here. And it's really mostly just about troop placement is going to be the biggest issue that we have here. Okay, so that makes the soldier, make the other rogue. Soldier there. Shoot, I thought that was going to be the last soldier we needed. But I'll put those guys up front for some stun. He's just attacking our back line, and we don't have a swap left. Which means our blacksmith is probably going to get ixnayed. Yep. It's okay. It's okay. We can manage even without it. Shoot, probably did the wrong thing there with that one. Yep. Yeah, having a bit of an issue here. As long as we can stun the healer into kind of submission, it should be fine. He's gonna get axed first. Okay, so we avoided having one of our guys inadvertently get killed by best decision making. So there is that. Okay, now we can focus secondaries. Okay. This has been a rough one. I don't remember this one being as hard as it was, but I also think it was because we had a lot more archers at the time. And there it is. There's the archer. But that actually doesn't leave us with a whole bunch of guys. So we'll do... Well, I'm glad we got the rogue in there at least. Let's get it switched out here. We got wiped again at 6. That's actually really frustrating. This one wasn't as hard whenever I played. Get the soldier. Have 2 soldiers. Farmer. Blacksmiths. And another set there. Okay, that's there. I was actually originally hoping that we could just kind of breeze through this, like, first couple of chapters and be good to have, be good to start working on the rogue-like aspect of it. Because I honestly believe that the roguelike is a lot more fun than this base game is, to be completely 100% honest. Okay. I think by this chapter I'd already pretty much gotten the healers and stuff too, and I wasn't paying nearly as much attention to how I'm placing troops, so maybe that's kind of the difference here. It seems like it's... yeah, it gives us like no time sometimes to get set up and actually get damage going, which is a little frustrating. Okay, there that is. So we have the rogues unlocked back here, which is cool. And we'll get the extra soldier. I don't want you to merge back there. I do kind of want the extra archer, though. Alright, going into round 4 with archers actually isn't bad. We'll switch out one of you for you. So there's that. Okay, now we're making a little bit of progress here. We are making it happen. There's the extra archer back there. Okay. So as long as we can get healers here pretty soon, we should be okay. I'm gonna need you to switch out though. You to come up. Because that healer needs to come out like ASAP. Cool, and there's that one. Sweet, and now we got the healer. Okay, healer is in. Now we need archers again. Sweet, now we got archers in the back. Excellent. Now we got some stuff going for us. Yeah, see, archers and healers, a beautiful combination. Let's go ahead and put you guys in the back there. Let's merge you into another set. Sweet. Now we got a second healer, which is wonderful. And now these mushroom guys. These mushroom guys are going to be ridiculous. But it looks like we're doing fairly well. This time around, at least. They're not getting healed nearly as fast, which is great. Sweet. Excellent. Finally passed that one. Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead. Just throw these guys back there. And they're going to be stuck. That gives us an extra 200. And I think we should be good to face these guys here. I don't really see much of a problem occurring. I wish we could have had that healer up here, but you know what? A spare healer in the back corner isn't terrible either. And we've only lost 2 guys so far. Excellent. Wasn't bad at all. But we did get some inadvertent merging, which isn't the best case scenario, but it certainly isn't the worst case scenario. Okay. Now I know I could probably take the opportunity here to go ahead and upgrade some units, but I'm really close to getting that 10k I need for getting additional troops. Oh, shoot. I need you to be backed up very quickly. And here comes a loss. Because we are out of swaps. Healing can only take us so far. The 2 healers are keeping each other healed, which is fine. Okay. We managed to survive that somehow. Some miraculous way. But that was not a good showing. Oh god. Okay, this might be the end of the line here. As much as I'd love to say that we will win this, yeah, both of my healers are out. Man, this is so much harder than the last time it was. The last time I was having no issues at all. Let's go back to the main menu. What is this? Yeah, I have to complete Chapter 5. Ugh. And I'm stuck here on 4. I don't know what's going on. Man, this is hard. Yeah, I don't really get what's holding us back. Like, I really don't. Like, this stage was not that hard previously. Okay. That wasn't terrible. Put you in the back. Put you in the back. You in the back. Oh my god, we're getting way too many archers. Shoot, I don't have a choice. Oh no, my healers are gone. Crap. Crap, 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 crap. actually a bit of an issue. Especially on round 10, that's actually a really huge issue. My only hope is that we can take out those healers fast enough. Oh, we might have actually made it this time. We might have actually done it. No, we did not. I don't think we did it. Oh my god, we did. That was so rough. Aw, that took way too long. That took way too freaking long. Luckily for us, there's only this one left to do. Merging class to the next. Oh my god, probably not. I need to... Gosh. What do I do? Let's increase the healers. The rogues and the archers. Okay. That's what we got. There's a soldier right there to begin with. Oh my god. If we were only left with one rogue, that would have been terrible. These frogs, don't let them fool you. They're actually kind of menaces. Alright. We need to upgrade to archers as soon as freaking possible. I know that doesn't look like that's getting me archers, but I promise we're getting there. Oh, the goblins are back. Okay. Goblinos dealt with. Huh? Oh. This is not how I wanted that one to go, but it is what it is. We'll make do with what we got here. Okay. Those have been taken care of. Yes, soldier in the back makes the archers. All right. Next task. So we need to make a healer. And we were close to making it. Okay. This one I don't think is nearly as hard as the last one. This one's actually quite pleasant. Oh wow. That was actually really short. Oh, it was so pleasant because of the red goblin. Oh crap. Oh, that wasn't nearly as bad as it usually is. Well, you know, there it is. Sweet, and we got the rogue light one done and dealt with. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that real quick. We'll go with the golem factor here. So in the roguelike, you can have one hero here who does really, really well, but it plays pretty similarly to the rest of the game. The difference here comes with after you beat a round. That is the major difference between this one and the other one. Because you get these, and you can upgrade the stuff here. So the character HP is going to be there. We're going to go to this one, which is the unit. So after we finish this battle, we'll get a unit card upgrade, which is beautiful. Almost at it. Oh no. Missed it by 1. Sweet. So there's that. Now we'll get our unit upgrade here. Promotes all farmers to blacksmith class. The farmers up +5 is actually great. And then we'll head over to this random one, which will be a legendary guaranteed. And yeah, you just keep this up for however long as you can, or until you get... Ooh. It's not merging the guys like I want it to. Oh, because we haven't gotten the upgrade yet. So there's you have to upgrade the base, the character, the units, and everything else kind of separately. So like here, we got unlock 3 new units. Perfect. So that means we should have upgrade until the priest. And we'll start getting them for that. Another knight. Let's get the knight there. Got 3 more churns. I'm gonna throw you up there. Throw you for the archer. Now we have the archer unlocked. Which is good enough. The only problem is once you lose the hero, that is it. Your hero is just done. Character attack plus 500 actually is beautiful. Let's get another hero upgrade here real fast. We're just going to try to breeze through that, only play this for a few minutes. But I actually really like this roguelike version better than I do the actual main portion of the game. I find this far more entertaining, to be completely honest. And it's a lot more challenging than you would think, too. You have to really kind of decide what you want to do each time you go through. Go, and we've unlocked another one. Let's do another character attack 200, and now it's going to force us into a legendary unit upgrade, which is beautiful. Gets us another rogue. 4 combo bonus. Rogue level is up. Nice. That is not where I wanted to place that one, but that's okay. We get another chance at it. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We got plenty of swaps here too, so I'm not overly concerned about it. Good. Like I said, wasn't overly concerned about it. Blacksmith level plus 20 or footman level plus 20. Hell yeah. We'll go for the rare mystery here. Like I said, I enjoy this far more than I do the base game. I think the base game, while definitely interesting, it's just is not as fun as what you can do here. I'm just gonna put that out there. Alright, what do we got? Character attack speed, 1 new unlock. Yeah, we'll do character attack speed up. Let's do the legendary mystery. We'll get to round 10 and then we'll call that for this field inspection. Okay. Ooh, a 5 combo. That was beautiful. Good. What do we get? Promotes all rogues to the archer class. That actually isn't a terrible idea. And then we'll go base for the rare. Or for the uncommon, rather. And this will see a merge of a whole bunch of... Well, it should have been a whole bunch, but was not. Would have been a whole bunch of healers, but at least we have the healers unlocked now. Which is a fine substitute. Okay. We'll do 1 new unlock here. Let's go for the red egg. I don't know that there's much of a difference between the eggs. I think I lost right before I took on the final round on this one because of a couple of mistakes I made. Whenever I first played this, cool. Nice. And here we go. Plus all attack for all allies plus 150. Or maybe it's times 150, I don't know. But yeah, so I think that is actually going to do it For this episode of Xbox Game Pass in review, we're gonna go ahead and yeah, I really wanted to return. The roguelite mode has been added. I don't really know what the difference between the roguelite mode is. Um, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna test this out real quick because I've never actually played this one yet. I have no idea what this one does. Oh, okay, I kind of see. Kind of feels like just like the roguelite. This feels like just like the other one. Oh, okay. So you can actually kind of like see. Okay. I think it's basically the same, except it's a little bit different. Okay. Uh, so we'll get back here. Actually, this has no music to it, so it's fine. Um, there's a quest. What's that? Play one time as a Crusader, complete 43 rounds, complete 3 stages. Okay. So the difference being is that the rogue-like, you just kind of go and you collect based on how you've completed it. The rogue-lite is more of like completing quests and doing different things like that, and then you can unlock things that way. Um, Basically the same thing, a little bit different. Anyways, so Merge and Blade. I'm gonna start off with the very obvious point that I made last time, is that it is very okay for a mobile game that's been ported to a console, because that's really what this is. This is a mobile game that has been added as a kind of controller and PC based, game. Um, it's not terrible. It isn't like it for what it is for being a mobile game. It isn't bad. Um, is very entertaining at some points, but again, I like the rogue-like and the rogue-like mainly, over the actual campaign. Um, it gets a little bit grindy on the campaign, which is fine. But I didn't have nearly as hard of a time last time I played this than I did this time. This time, that chapter 4 was actually really, really rough, and I have no clue why that was going on, why I was having such a terrible time with that. Um, it's certainly not bad. My biggest complaint about this whole game is actually an audio thing. The game is really, really, really loud. No matter what you do, you this game is freaking loud. I wish they would have done something with that a little bit. Maybe have a master and then a background music in FX. That way you can change it a little bit more. But whenever I record a video for YouTube, and I'm having a hard time even hearing myself over the game, and it was down fairly low from what I understood whenever I was recording it the first time. That it really shouldn't be that high. That's a bit of a problem. Gameplay wise, there's not really much here. Like, yeah, you kind of go through it, but it's a mobile game. Like, unless you like the repetitiveness of the roguelike, which I do, the roguelike mode of this game is fine. But to split it out and lock it behind the chapters, it seems a little dumb. I get you're trying to like teach them a tutorial. This is how the game works. Um, it just feels really weird to make that kind of a decision, you know? Especially if you're gonna lock it like that, and just have it be within the first 4 chapters seems a little bit odd. I'm glad it's the very first 4 chapters instead of like getting like halfway through the game. It's like, oh, here you've unlocked the roguelike mode. Um, it's also a very difficult early game to really get anything going going as far as like the merging aspects of getting your units together. And then there's a lot of errant kind of merging that's happening. It can be a lot. It can be a lot. And I get it's like a merge strategy type, auto battler type game, but I think it's just got too much going on at one time. Again, for a mobile game, probably fine and dandy. You got like, 20, 30 minutes to just kind of go through and do it. That's okay. Do what you got to do. It's fun. It's dandy. It just seems it seems not quite enough for a console. Maybe for like younger or like really older people who like to play video games, this might be kind of good for them to kind of like get puzzly and do that type of stuff. Um, and if you're just kind of in it for, maybe like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whenever you get off at home or something like that, then this might be the game for you. This is your niche. It's your niche. Just it is what it is. For me personally, I feel a certain type of way about a mobile game or what feels like a mobile game being put on the Xbox Game Pass network. Like there's a lot of roguelikes and everything like that, but don't hide your roguelike aspects behind, your campaign wall. Like that's weird. And I think that's really my ultimate harp. It's just the choices that the developers made on their modes and the gameplay is a little strange. And what's even worse is that the last time we played, we actually completed a round for the rogue like section of that, and it gave us like 3,000 tokens, which sounds really good. The problem being that it takes like 20 or 30k of those tokens to unlock one early thing. Like, and there's plenty of other characters, plenty of other choices, but it just doesn't seem like it matters all that much overall in the actual gameplay of things. I know it says like, kings enhance the footman for that, but it just doesn't feel like it. Um, it, again, it's a mobile game. You can't really expect too much out of a mobile game, even if it's on a console. Like I imagine there are a couple of PC players that probably played this and were like, "Oh, this is a pretty good, game and roguelike and is a merger and all that." Cool, but there are a lot of other roguelikes that I would rather play instead of this. Like I even debated for a little while there about not even, giving this another try with the failed recording. Because I came in and I was still having a hard time, trying to get the audio level. I still don't know if the audio level is actually good enough for you guys hearing behind there. I won't know until I go back and look at this recording how that turned out. I'm hoping that it's not as bad, but who knows? I'm hoping it's not going to be an issue, or else there will be a YouTube short or a bottom line up front that is done very quickly after I go and look at this and railing on this game, because that's not cool. Yeah, Ren's final opinion here: casual gamers, 9 out of 10; hardcore gamers, 3 out of 10. Uh, there's for the very casual gamer, this is probably cool. This would probably feel a lot similar to the stuff that you play out and about while you're on like, your break, train, waiting in the airport, something like that at an appointment. This will feel very similar. Very cool. You might even have this as a game that you play on your mobile device. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's a freaking mobile game. I'm gonna harp on that because I like mobile games, but don't pass it off as an Xbox game. That's my thing. That's my thing. PC game all day, every day. You're good for it. Whatever. Nobody's gonna complain about that. There's a lot of worse things, mobile game like that have been on PC, on Steam, and whatnot that are fairly decent. This is not one of them, though, bruv. This is not one of them. But that's gonna do it for this episode of Xbox Game Pass and Review. This has been a field inspection take two for Merge and Blade. Um, yeah, I feel a little disappointed with this game. I feel like I want to harp more and reiterate the fact that I don't quite like it as much. It's certainly fun, but yeah, anyways, if you like this type of content, go ahead over to the YouTube page. That is youtube.com/rensworld, where we have a whole bunch of other Xbox Game Pass and review stuff. There's Field Inspection, your hour kind of first look at the beginning portions of the game. to kind of get a feel for it, see if you like it, look at the gameplay, look at the story, see if it's interesting enough for you. And then we also have the bottom line up front. Those are going to be 10-minute condensed versions of my opinions, good, bad, or ugly, on the game that we've played. So there are those if you want a more condensed, concise version of my reviews and opinions, as well as not spoiling, too much of the story or the gameplay for you. Just kind of see it in the background while I'm talking. Cool, whatever. If you want to see what we're currently up to, you can always hop over to the live stream here at twitch.tv/RenoxRage. That spelling is on the right side of the screen for you YouTube peoples. For those of you in the stream right now, hey, you're already here, so it doesn't really matter. You found me. Thank you. But that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for coming out. My name is Ren, and we will catch you on the next one. Laters.